Welcome to Beer and Board Games, folks, where we are going to dive into the worlds of Arthurian legend as we play Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. Tainted Grail is a cooperative world-building fantasy adventure game. And a Tainted Grail sounds like something that wouldn't be very pleasant to drink from. I prefer a beer.
What I got for you tonight is some Munich-style brown lager from the KC Beer Company, Dunkel.
I love it.
Who is your favorite Dunkel?
Irv Dunkel. That's a lovely dark amber. Did you say this was brown?
It's a brown.
There's a little bit of a tang that I'm not crazy about, but it does not overpower the rest of the flavor.
Ha!
Tonight's episode was sponsored by the makers of Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon.
Gadzooks!
And to you I say, tally-ho!
Well, before we even start explaining the game, I feel I should probably just point out the look at this.
Well, that's cool.
I know.
That's gorgeous, yeah.
Obviously didn't have time to paint them, but it's an option.
We are an adventuring party, and we are on this island, the island of Avalon. And these buddies are called the...
Menhirs.
There's a light that lights them, and they allow the island to function. The problem here is that the Menhirs have been going out, and it's our quest to relight them. I am Bior. Oh, bother.
I am Ailey, druid lady.
And I'm Maggot. I'm a wizard. Really rough around the edges.
With a name like that, he's not to be trusted.
Maggot.
And by his name, I mean Emery.
And I am Arav. I'm a farmer. Have you seen me down at the farmers markets every Tuesday and Sundays? Here in the local shire? That's me. But I have a past.
It's actually
Okay.
called the Quanacht Farmstead. According to this letter that was written just to me, Ailey, from Neante, priestess of Quanacht, shit's going bad around our island, and if we don't relight these meaners, we're gonna have to move. And a lot of people have gone off to try to solve this problem, and then we never hear from them again.
All right, I got a letter, too, from my homie Urfir. He would have closed the forge long ago if not for the strength of your arms and your resolve. Yeah, that's right. These guns are powerful. High caliber, so to speak. And Urfir also tells me that I have a lack of experience and a short temper.
Oh, damn, you got Urford.
It's one of Urfir's classic burns.
You have lack of experience and a short temper. Urfer out.
We've got this handy map. This is what we know right now where we are.
Charted territory.
We are all right here in Quanacht. This guy's only got a few turns before his light goes out. So either we try to restart him or we try to fight some other men here. So the way the game works is it's day by day. There's a bunch of stuff you do at the start of the day. Then you can do actions during the day. And at the end of the day, there's a bunch of steps. We have to decide if we want to group up or go off solo or all stay together in one giant group.
Why don't we pair up?
Pair up?
Yes.
Yeah. The two cool guys will be a team.
Okay.
And then the other two will be
nerds.
another team.
Yeah, we can be the nerds. That's fine.
Slobs versus snobs.
Oh, God.
You devil. Okay. Let's.
Looks like you're wearing a hat. You're wearing a skull hat
The
on
fuck?
the mini.
Oh,
Got a cool hat on to cover it up.
all right.
Just like you do in real life.
Yeah. Oh, so close. Oh. Damn it.
Do you approve?
No.
Yeah, it was a little weak.
Took two.
It happens to you sometimes too.
I want to go to the Charred Conclave because they know how to party.
All right, so you're going to spend one energy each to move over there.
Oh, God.
I just want to point out that I'm starting the game with 0 terror. I could start with maximum terror if that would help.
You would just go mad and you don't want to do that.
Fine.
Wouldn't help. It wouldn't help, Bior.
Just be yourself, okay?
Hey.
What?
One hit.
You're
Who did?
You're ambushed by a bow maiden.
What? Yes!
Yeah, it's a bow maiden.
Yeah, she's going to ambush my pants.
A I'm gonna run you through the.
No, please,
No!
no, we're too young.
I'm gonna run you through. Each of you is gonna grab 3 combat cards. The way combat works is your cards connect to these symbols on the Bow Maiden's card.
Wow.
So you can attack her on those channels. Craig, you have the best attack options right now.
I'll do it.
You'd think that Bayor would.
I'm
Zara.
kind of a fuck up.
Matt, your cards are not very good for this, so if you want, you can mulligan. And you can dump all 3 of these and draw 2 new ones. The 3 that you had were not right.
I got powerful blow and battle cry. Powerful blow.
Those are okay. They'll work better in concert with your pal's attacks. So Pal is going to use a surprise attack.
Aha, you fired us from afar, but I'm the one surprising you.
What's your guy's name?
Arav.
Arab.
I have arrived just in time to fight this fight.
So what
Yes.
was what was your sneak attack like? Like, what did you do?
Did this.
You get to play another card.
Good. A second surprise attack? No one expects a second surprise attack.
You can do a throw because it has this icon, a yellow card. That means you can play this card after
Good.
you've already played a card.
Good.
Wow, combo.
What am I doing?
You're hitting the nice lady.
You've already done 1 damage to her, which is that. Before you can attack, the Bow Maiden gets to do something.
No!
That's right. Now, Craig did 1 damage, which means he's going to take 3 damage.
That's her thing?
Yeah. The less damage you do to her, the more damage she does to you. She's
That's-
not a friend.
Then why are we fighting her?
Because you just walked over into the Charred Conclave where apparently you thought it was cool. That's
He
what Matt
thought
said.
it was cool. We didn't discuss. I wanted to go to the Warrior Fair.
I heard things about the Charred Conclave.
Yeah, and then you got the shit attacked out of you, you know?
I
Maybe-
heard you could get some really good weed there. At the Warrior Fair, all you can get is performance-enhancing drugs.
And just to think how enhanced our performance would be right now.
Did you have magic?
I have no magic.
Do you
I'm
want to? You do have a magic.
I
Look
have
at- Look in
magic.
your little magic box.
What?
On
Yeah,
your
sure.
character.
He's got 1 magic cube.
Dude, you can do a bunch of damage here, Craig, that we didn't talk about. So, you're going to get to use this attack.
Yeah?
It's going to give you a bonus damage.
Good.
Plus, you're also doing 2 bonus damage from down here, which I didn't notice before.
Good.
That's going to be a total of 4 damage. Let's just see what Matt can do.
Okay.
Because he's got a big hammer, and he can do a battle cry, and he's a neat guy.
I'm going to hammer in the morning and hammer in the evening all over her face.
All right.
Matt is powerful blowing the Bow Maiden. That's going to do no damage.
What?
The best part, though, is you're going to lose an energy,
That's great.
Powerful is a relative term.
but then you're going to be able to play this card. You do a battle cry.
Ah!
Thank you. You got to draw a card, and you're playing another throw. You kill her straight up.
Okay, cool. Evidently, I'm good at foraging if that comes up now.
Matt, you successfully dispatch the Bow Maiden.
I go and sit under the nearest tree and have a good cleansing cry. Because I do that at any time I kill someone.
And the good news is you get 1 wealth. The bad news is you can't both have it.
Oh, we'll just put it in the bank. We'll just keep making money, and we'll split it as we go along.
I thought for sure you guys were going to fight over it.
No. Why would we do
You
that?
didn't fight over it, huh?
No, we need to start up the men here.
I want to get sat on by a vampire lady.
We're having a fun time playing Tainted Grail, and you can check it out at awakenrealms.com. Go get your own copy. There's all kinds of expansions. It is a detailed game that will give you hours of entertainment.
You guys defeated an enemy, and we're just going to go right to what happens to you next, because I think that'll be more exciting. And then we'll take 2 turns. It's fine. You don't have to worry about it too much. Charred Conclave, apparently it's cool. You've done what you came here to do. Now let me tell you a little bit more about the Charred Conclave, shall I? I'm going to open up the Exploration Journal. Look at how thick that is. So many explorations to be done. It doesn't take long to find it. You just follow your nose. The remnants of an enormous wicker man kneel at the bottom of a small vale.
I told you we should have come here.
That's right.
You were right. There's a wicker man.
Where is Rowan Morrison?
Can you also do when he punches the bicycle lady?
I only do the original Wicker Man. I do not.
You only. Oh, that's.
The Landlord's
daughter. We can do this all night.
You were here when it was set alight years ago.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was a good time.
Yeah.
Were you here for that too?
I don't remember much of it, I'll tell you that.
The day was wet. The wicker man smoldered but didn't burn. Its victims, dozens of tightly packed druids, are still inside. Their melted faces and charred beards pressed against the bars. Choose one. Stay a while and listen, dig through the remains, or leave while your sanity remains intact.
Oh.
We're not gonna listen. I'm not gonna listen to this crap.
I think maybe we should dig through the remains and find some more wealth.
All right, I'm going to go to verse 2. You hum a joyful song to drown out the whispers and get to work. You do find some valuables that were locked away with the unfortunate druids. If you don't have part 1 of the pillager status, which they do not,
We don't.
you gain 1 random non-companion item and part 1 of the pillager status. You guys are going to get a snare.
What with my hi-hat and bass and cymbal?
Toss a dial out of settlements. Grail, gain 1 food. Skull, discard this item.
All right,
Toss
so
a dial to King Arthur. Oh, Tainted Grail.
I got a grail. So we got what?
Gain 1 food.
But you have to use 1 energy, because you did that.
Oh.
Right now, we're filling in the pillager status. That's part 1 of 5. If we keep on the pillager track, we could eventually become really hot pillagers, and some good stuff might happen.
Yeah, everyone likes a pillager.
Now it's your turn.
Okay, Emery, do you want to explore Quonic Farmhold? Do you want to go to the Warrior Fair and try to fight some dudes and gain experience? Do you want to go to the Forlorn Swords? We could go to the Smith's shop, maybe get an item, or we could go Hunter's Grove and maybe get some food. Why don't we just visit Quonic?
Sure.
Quonic Farmhold. A deep feeling of loss fills everything in Quonic, from dilapidated farms to sunken eyes of those who remain in town. The men here in the market is all but extinguished, and everyone brave or resourceful enough has left to find a solution. Here's our options. Visit the families of the champions from the first expedition. Ask the townsfolk to help you prepare. Rest for the day in your own home.
Why don't you rest at your home for a day? That's the most exciting option.
I think we should find out what happened to the champions of the first expedition.
I agree.
This long winter, nearly everyone here lost a friend or family member, first to hunger, then disease.
Then Dave.
Finally, the 5 remaining pillars of the community, the only heroes this land ever knew, left. Now when you look into the distant eyes of the last residents, you realize they want to forget. We ply them with mead, and stories of separations and departures flood you like torrential rain. You try to remember every detail, the color of a palfrey horse the village priestess Niante rode.
There was this palfrey horse, and it was brown, but not the usual palfrey horse brown. It's not like that other one we saw, dear, was it?
It feels like you're raining on me torrentially.
That's me leaky bladder.
Oh, that's not your strange drinking horn that Urfer the Smith used to lug around?
Yes.
Did you bring out the drinking horn? I told you that's only for night times.
What about the ornament on the hauberk that young Lord Yvain wore?
Yes.
What about the embroidered cape of Albert, the seasoned traveler who'd seen all parts of the island?
Yes.
I'm afraid we have to go.
I
Thank
hope you can use all of that information to light up a man here.
We are going to use it to get a part 1 of the Fate of the Expedition status.
Bum-ba-dum, ba-da-da-da.
I've always wanted that status.
I know, me too.
It's at this point in the show when we toast our patrons at patreon.com/beerandboardgames who have bought us a beer. I happen to have a beer right here, and I'd like to toast Sarah Seifert.
Kyle Boutelier.
Cheesemaster 007.
Melanie Brookbank.
Cheers!
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 And I would also like to shout out the person who currently occupies the top tier on our Patreon levels of fun, and that is the Supreme Leader, and his name is...
Boing. Why don't we get out of here? Let's blow Quonic.
Yeah.
It's just full of gloomy old, depressive old losers.
This place sucks.
We used an energy, and we are going to the Forlorn Swords. You rest a while in the shade of Titanic swords, the rusty smell causing your nose to tingle. 100 yards away, an elder smith toils, chipping away at a jagged edge of a giant weapon. The hammer he uses to break apart this ancient steel seems very strange, as does the sound it makes.
Wah,
Choose one.
wah, wah, wah,
Why does it make that noise?
I don't know. Must be magic.
wah.
Smithy, why dost thou hammer sound so forlorn?
Famous improv skills.
If I was a bad improviser, I would say, "What hammer? This is a banana."
Or you say, I don't have a hammer and you're dead.
Or just go.
Attempt to climb one of the swords. Is that gold you see high up on the pommel? try a free climb, trusting your strength and agility.
Oh yeah, free solo.
Do it.
Or you can prepare ropes and climbing hooks and proceed with extreme caution.
Free solo, baby.
Free solo, free solo.
Okay, here we go.
5.
That's going to be a 15.
Nice.
And that is perfect. Just made it. 14 was what we needed. Sweaty and tired, you're now in a narrow niche that was once the sword's fuller.
Is there a bird's nest?
Hail, Smithy! What, prithee, tell is the fuller of a sword? Smithy! Go fucketh thine mother!
He can hear you. You rest a while, feasting your eyes on the wide open vistas of the island. From here you can see there are 2 more meaners near Quantict.
Why don't we just go and light up a meter? We don't have much time.
Ding dong, 2 more meaners.
How do we not know there's these giant statues just outside of town?
Because we can't see them.
Why the hell not?
Because it's dark around here. You look up and notice the sword's guard shining far above your head. Want to? Want to?
Fuck
Let's
yes!
do it. We're gonna
Let's
climb
do
up.
it!
Are you gonna go the fun way or the safe way?
Let's try to do free climb like those guys wanted. 1 plus 7,
Oh
8.
shit, dude, that's not good.
The rusty surface crumbles in your hand and you fall to your doom. Each party member loses 4 health and gains 1 terror.
Why? What?
Exploration ends.
Why would you do?
1, 2, 3, 4.
That was so stupid.
Maybe you fell because of the bird's nest.
Oh!
Check this out. When you guys went to the Charred Conclave,
Yeah?
you discovered some new locations, eh? You discovered the Island Asylum, and you also discovered the Whitening.
The Whitening, a perfect card for Juneteenth.
It is Juneteenth, isn't it? Or was it
Right
yesterday?
now it is. When we went to Forlorn Swords, we discovered Grubwood.
I'm going to go down to Grubwood. Pick up a sack of yams.
A yam sack
Fetch me one while you're down there.
I can't carry 2 yam sacks, woman.
Oh, but I need yams.
Oh, life. It's bigger.
It's bigger than you.
Let's go to the Whitening.
We're going to the Whitening!
Or you go to the Whitening, you each lose an energy.
Go to the Whitening and get hit by a lightning bolt.
Actually, there is a lightning bolt on the card.
That means that something has to happen immediately.
Yeah,
when you
it's
go
a
in.
blue encounter. Give me the first
What?
blue encounter,
Oh,
please.
you told us that.
Calm before the storm. Nothing happens.
Wow.
As soon as we enter the Whitening, we're greeted by 2 men named Chet and Tab.
What you are actually greeted by is a suspicious guard. Now, you don't have to fight him. You just have to talk your way out of this. We're going to be using your diplomacy cards for this. Draw 3 diplomacy cards.
Ah.
Yes. So Matt has a good starting card here. It's called Show Off.
Show off, Matt. Do that thing with a hammer.
How could I be suspicious of this man? He is fun. And you convince the suspicious guard to lay off.
Yeah.
And luckily for you guys, you are going to get 1 rep. So your
Our
reputation is going
reputation
up.
for our silky tongues has gone throughout the land.
You're going to get a chance to explore this location. That's probably going to end your day. The Whitening. The hole is here as always, gaping right in the middle of the Whitening. The white lichen that gave this town its new name seems to grow out of it. As you inspect it, several people watch you suspicious. Some sickly Whitening men block your way. You look like trouble, one says, and we have enough of that here. Leave!
Have you not heard of our reputation?
If you have 2 or more aggression, the blood pounds in your veins.
I have 2 aggression.
They will not tell you what to do.
Ah, Beor!
If you were hoping for a battle, the sickly and malnourished Whiteners were a disappointment. It's not a real fight. Their bones snap like twigs, and their skin parts under the softest blows. Soon your opponents wriggle in the mud, bleeding, crying from pain, and cradling broken limbs. Horrified children run out of the shacks to protect their mothers and fathers.
Who else wants some?
So you just beat the shit out of some really weak, sad people.
Yeah.
You each lose 1 rep. Remember when you just gained a rep?
Yeah.
You just lost a rep. And each party member who has empathy gains 2 terror.
I got none of that.
Do I have empathy?
Yes, you do.
Ah! The real terror is at myself.
All right, your exploration ends, and your day ends.
Okay, folks, we only had time to go through 1 day of this game. There's so much more game to explore. And if you want to find out more about what happens later in the game, you need to go to awakenrealms.com. Get your own copy of Tainted Grail. Whoa, Tainted
Grail.
We haven't done that yet.
I know.
It took us this long to do that.
Someone in Discord said, when will Matt do the Tainted Love, Tainted Grail reference?
Oh, now I have
So
to.
they were expecting
Now I have
you.
to cut it out.
Yeah. Is there a different Tainted or Taint song that we could do?
Is there any other taint-related humor? Any other taint-related humor? Can't think of one.